Hello guys, we are back with another lead code problem and today is day 20 of February. Let's see the today's problem and the problem is the remove covered intervals. It's a medium question and it's a highly like ratio. So let's dive into the question directly. So you have a given an array intervals where interval I denoting the interval of ith element where li is denoting the leftmost value of interval and ri denoting the ri rightmost range of this in ith interval. What actually mean that represent li and ri, and ri is exclusively. So what's your duty? You have to remove all the interval that are covered by another interval in the list. So you have a given a list of interval and you have to remove all the interval that are covered by another one. So what do you mean by covered? Let's understand here given the condition. So the interval AB is covered by the interval CD if and only if this C is lesser than this A and this D is greater than this B. That's the only case. The interval A of B is covered by C and D. So that's the pretty much straightforward. And what's your duty? You have to return the number of remaining intervals. So that's the case only, and that's your duty you have to do. So let's understand the question properly with using the example one. So you have a given an interval, a list of intervals, okay, and for this corresponding list of intervals your answer will be 2. Why the answer is 2? Let me understand this thing while using this interval. And this says interval 3 6 is covered by 2 8, therefore it is removed. How? Let us understand. This 3 is lesser than this 2, yes, and this 6 is lesser than this 8. Sorry for that. This 3 is greater than this 2 and this 6 is lesser than this 8, and it satisfies the above condition. So that means it's this 3 6 is covered by 2 8. So I have to remove this 3 6. After removing this 3 6, we remaining 1 and 4 and 2 8, and 2 8 both are not covered by any of one. So that means the remain output is remaining intervals, and remaining intervals is 1 4 and 2 8. So total remaining interval is 2, so that's why we are returning 2 here. So that's much pretty much straightforward. So let's understand this question we understand this question properly. Now the time to write the code and think, build a logic about that. What's our main duty? We have to return the minimum remaining interval that was uncovered by any of others. So we have to return a remaining interval. For let's play a safe game. We just try to calculate we just try to make a that we are just try to build a interval. We assume that interval going to cover all of them. If it not covered all of them, if it not covered the current interval, in that case what I'm going to do, I'll just enhance my uh, point ans value. Let's make a ans value. This ans actually means uncovered element. You can write uncovered too. Let's write it uncovered for make more sense. Uncovered, initially uncovered is 0 because I'm not traversing my this list of that, and I'll made a 2 pointer. One is the left, another is rightmost. I zoom it. That was sorry. That was my uh that the this left and right is the indexes of the my assumption interval that that cover the current interval. if that not true, if if that not true, I'm going to enhance my ans in that case. So that's my basic approach. So first and foremost, for sake of ease, for knowing this left, I'll if I do for the left, if let's say if my current having the 3, if I do the work for the 3, so it assume I already do the work 2 and 1 and smaller than this 3. So for make sure everything what I'm going to do, I'll just sort it this thing. So let's just copy this for sake of ease. Our control V dot. I sort this in ascending order. Okay, after sorting this, what's my actually duty? Uh, intervals. What's my duty? I have to check it. If this interval 0, that's indicating this. If this is greater than my left, and and this interval 1 is greater than my right, that's indicating there is no any chance of collapsing. Let's -1 and initially my 1 4 and 1 4 is not overlapping. That case, that means yeah, that's my unique uncovered element. So I have to enhance my ans, or I write it uncovered. So let again write the uncovered. I have to enhance my uncovered value. After enhancing uncovered, I have to update my left too. I'll update in my left with interval 0 in that case. So let me just update this thing, and I have to update my right most, because I do the work job for this one, but I didn't do the work for this 4, this 6. I don't know 6 is greater. How? I don't know. Let's say in that case, if I sort this my 1 4, then 2 8, and then 3 6. But I don't know if I do the comparison with this 8, it already done by 6. But I don't know about that. So for knowing which is greater, so I'll just always make a max function that's right, always containing the maximum value. So right, and this value 1. So that's all about that. And this uncovered actually store all on my arms. So I'll just only add those elements which are uncovered, totally uncovered. And that's pretty much about that question. Let's return this uncovered, and that's my answer. Let's run this code, guys, and it's accepted. Before accept submitting this code, I'll just dry run this example one for your sake of ease. Okay, so here I'll paste it here. One of first and foremost, what I'm going to do, let name it L minus 1 and R minus 1 for our sake of ease. Initially my L is minus 1 and my right is minus 1, and after that what I'm going to do, I'll just sort it. For sorting, I'll just delete this element and paste it here, and this is now sorted. So after sorting, my current is actually pointing here. First and foremost, I have to check this L is lesser than this one. Yes. This R is lesser than this one. Yes. It means that was my sorted, that was my uncovered. In that case, I'll enhance my ans to 0 to 1 in that case. I think it's clear. It initially my first element is always uncovered. Now I'm reaches to here. What's my duty? I have to check it. Now my L and I are both are updating. My L is become 1 and my R is become right is minus 1, interval 1 is 4. So 4 is bigger than that, so my R is 4. Now I'm checking this 2 and 8. So this L is lesser than this 2. Yes. And this R is lesser than this 8. Yes. So it means it's also uncovered. So I'll just update it these two, and 4 I'll check my R right is contain 4 and my interval 1 is containing 8. So which is greater, my 8 is greater. So and that means it update. And my R is become 2. Now it reaches to here. I'll again check it. My L is 2 and it's lesser than sure it's best. R is lesser, R is greater than 6. It's violating this case. So I'm not going to update my left, and maybe this right is 9. This contain bigger value, so I'll just only update my rightmost. And I'm to check my right is containing 8, my interval 1 is containing 6, so right is greater, so it's not going to update. It's all, it's 8 remaining 8. So that means it containing R2, and I iterate over all the list elements. So that's it. Then I am just returning uncover. So that's pretty much about the question, and let's submit this code, guys. And it's accepted. So if you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. I resolve your doubt as soon as possible. Until then, keep